What's up guys, and welcome back. Today we are playing Epic 7 and we are going to do another Dagger Sicar mission. So this one is going to be a Wyvern 13 with 3 knights. Now, Wyvern 13 with 3 knights sounds pretty difficult to do, right? It sounds like you have no damage. It sounds like it's just going to be a mess. But this is actually a very easy mission to accomplish. So first of all, let's look at this. You need to have 3 knights. That means that whatever you have in your final space can be anything. It can be a cigarette, it can be a specialty change Alexa, it can be a Karen, it can be a Rem. Whatever you normally use as your main damage dealer for Wyvern 13, boom, right here. The rest of the 3 knights are going to be, I guess, just debuffs and fillers. So what we're going to do in this is we're going to bring Crow. Crow is going to be the main tank. As long as we apply 2 debuffs to the boss, he'll always attack Crow, and Crow just loves it. He's like, hey, I got my shield, it's all good, attack me all you want. We have Ras, who is going to be soul burning S2. You can kind of see this as a theme as I go through a lot of the Dagger Sicar missions, as I go through a lot of the Abyss missions. Soul Burn on S2 is just, it's so OP, it's so amazing. We use it all the time. Then your third one can really be whatever. I'm going to use Clury just in case I need a little bit of healing, just in case I need to have another debuff to make sure I always keep 2 debuffs on the boss. So let's look at our first hero, Cigarette. Now this is my cigarette. This is the one that I use for Wyvern all the time, every day of the week. You can see she has no imprints. It's because I have Operator Cigarette and she's been eating up all of my copies. She's plus 15. I have her on the S2 exclusive equipment. To me, this is really the only viable option for exclusive equipment. Having an extra turn, an extra chance to apply bleeds, an extra chance to do damage is just, it's perfect for her. Next is we have her on Daydream Joker. Any one of your heroes that's going to be in the hunt, whether it's Bikin, whether it's Cigarette, whoever, if you're using them to do big damage in a hunt, has to be Daydream Joker. So let's talk about her stats. First of all, I have her on Rage set. This is going to be the set that you're going to use for all of your hunt one-shots. I think that you need about 3 sets. That way you don't have to keep switching out gear. The first thing is, make 1 set. Then if you want to do a different hunt, just switch it to a new character and then switch it back and forth as you need it. Ideally, I don't want to do that. I want to keep them geared up. You can use them in the guild boss, and then you don't have to keep switching your gear out. 3 rage sets. The first 2 rage sets that you want are going to look just like this. You're going to want high attack, low speed, at least 85% crit chance, and then high crit damage, and at least 65% effectiveness. You're going to use this set in your Wyvern. You're going to use this set in your Banshee. Now your third set doesn't have to have the effectiveness. You might use that set in Azumani or another place, but these are the sets that I like to keep. Every one of my pieces is going to be similar to this piece. It's going to be crit damage, attack, and effectiveness. Now I needed to have a hit set to give me additional effectiveness because I just didn't have enough gear for my second set. If you can get the effectiveness without the hit set, put something else. You know, you can put something like she's a single target, so you can use penetration. You can also use a crit set, and they will work just fine. But rage hit is really what I recommend. At least 4,000 attack, 85 crit chance, as close as you can get to 300 crit damage and higher, 65% effectiveness. Next, we're going to look at our tanks. Now, for the knights, you can pretty much use anything that you have. I'm using Crow. Crow is one of the most amazing heroes that you can possibly get. I didn't have him for like my first year. I got him, and he immediately increased my game. 12 to 1500 defense is good. 26k, you know, if you can get a little bit more health instead of defense, and that's fine. But I think you need to have at least 26k health. If you don't have this, then his S3 is not going to be great. And, you know, he's not going to be as effective as he would normally. 200 speed is fine. I would actually like to run him a little bit slower. I have him at 204, and I think it's too fast. I want him to go after Rimuru. I want him to go after he gets hit. And at 204, sometimes I outspeed some of their damage dealers in PvP, and I would actually prefer him to be a little bit slower. I have 57 effectiveness. You don't really need this. You're mostly going to be taunting the damage dealers anyway, and this is too low to get an effective provoke on a knight or a soul weaver, so it's really wasted stats. Ideally, I would want to move that into effect resist and get 150% here. In my opinion, the only artifact to run on this guy is Aureus. If you don't put Aureus on your Crow, I'm just going to ignore him. You need to have this so that he takes damage, and that way he can do his S3, get you that kill, and then you can move on with your plan. So I always have him on Aureus, I never change it out. Phyllis is good. I always want to call her Phyllis. I don't know why. This is just it's sort of weird name. I don't know. But she's great. I have her maxed out. You want about 2k defense, 20k health, 200 speed-ish, and then you can run effectiveness or effect resist. I like to have her on effectiveness because she gets a lot of provokes, and it really helps my team. Adventurer Ras, at least 1200 defense, 22k health. You want to run him somewhere around 215 or more speed, and then I have him at 96 effectiveness. You want to run him at least 65% for this hunt. You can change out your artifact. As you can see, I'm going to run Crow and I'm going to run Adventurer Ras. They both have Aureus. Now, what happens if both of your heroes have Aureus? If Ras gets hit, Crow will take part of the damage. If Crow gets hit, Ras will take part of the damage. So they kind of change off. If any other character gets hit, Crow will take the damage because he's in the first slot. That's sort of my experience. That's what it seems to happen when I'm running in the game. And the last one is Falconer Clary. Now you can run other heroes here. I like her because she has a debuff. The debuff on her S3 might help me to keep 2 debuffs on the boss at all times. You need to have that second debuff on the boss. That way he always attacks your first row hero. In this case, it's going to be Crow, right? So I want him to attack Crow. I have to have 2 debuffs. You want to run her as fast as you can get. I don't have my best speed gear on her because I haven't used her in PvP in a long time. She's running pretty good defense. You want, again, at least 1200. Then 18 to 20k health is good. You want to run effectiveness. For the hunt, at least 65%. For PvP, you want it to be over 100. This will help you to land the provoke. 100% provoke, 100% to decrease defense, 100% to remove all their buffs. It's really amazing. And she cycles so fast that when you use her in PvP, when you use her in Guild War, a lot of times she'll just keep on provoking, she'll keep on cycling, and then the other guy will basically never get a chance to do anything. So this is an amazing hero, and that's who I'm going to use today. But again, whoever else you want to use would probably be just fine in this slot. Balian will work if you have her. Shadow Rose will probably work, because you can get a defense break on Shadow Rose. Whoever you have is going to be just fine. Going to be just fine. Especially if you have a decent Crow and a decent Raz. So, that's it. That's the whole team. It sounds difficult, but we're going to do it. So let's get into the battle.
Got it, Flurry? Just like we practiced. Help me.
Understood. All right, let's do this. Purifying flame. Burn away the evil.
Now isn't the time to hesitate.
Fight a little harder, Flurry. Quickly!
Prepare yourself.
Preparations are complete. Over there.
Is it my turn?
If I must fight.
If you're ready, let's go.
Maybe I'm working too hard.
Should we get started?
Yeah.
I hope this job is a little easier.
Shall I have a go?
I am at your command. For his lofty goal. I'll protect you.
Got it, Flurry? Just like we practiced.
Now isn't the time to hesitate. March.
Need help? All right, let's do this.
Maybe I'm working too hard.
All is by your will. Let us deal with them.
If you're ready, let's go.
Fight a little harder, Flurry. Fly, Flurry! Get him!
I'll protect you. I hope you're ready. I will follow.
Now isn't the time to hesitate. I'm charging.
Preparations are complete. Vanish into darkness.
Got it, Flurry? Just like we practiced.
If I must fight, take this! Here I go.
Maybe I'm working too hard.
Shall I have a go?
Let's see how long you can endure.
Should we get started? This won't be an easy fight. Understood.
I hope this job is a little
Need
easier.
help? I am at your command.